Welcome back. This time we explore
a dreamy bay,
a large fish,
a small village,
and a mysterious fire.
We leave the island of Hivaoa for a short day sail to its southern neighbor, Tahuata, an island known for its beautiful sandy beaches.
Just left Hivaoa and are on our way to Tahuata.
The trip means we have to sail through the narrow Canal de Bordelaise.
And as expected, the sea is rough, right from the start.
Our destination is Hanamoinoa Bay in the north of Tahuata.
This quiet, sheltered bay is popular with yachties. It's said to have a white sand beach and good snorkeling, which is rare for the Marquesas, as most of the beaches are rocky and snorkel spots are scarce. Wind and current are pushing us through the channel, and it's quite a ride.
We are happy once we drop anchor in Hanamoinoa Bay and can enjoy the scenery.
We are hungry, but the dinner choices are somewhat limited.
We got the sausage and we thought it's maybe like a leberwurst, but it's pretty scary. So from now on I decided to eat the sausage only at night. So I don't see the color of it. It's a lot of food coloring in it. Looks more like strawberry.
Strawberry flavored now.
Yeah.
The night is pitch black with no moon and we turn in, exhausted from the day. However, at some point in the middle of the night we wake up to yelling and what sounds like gunshots on shore.
Also, it looks like the entire palm forest is on fire. There's not much we can do in the middle of the night, so we watch the fire burn out and go back to bed, wondering what just happened.
The next morning is calm and peaceful. No signs of what happened at night. The turquoise bay laps against a ribbon of white sand that is backed up by lush green hills. It's a perfect spot.
We start the day with a good breakfast. French toast. What else in French Polynesia?
During breakfast we watch the supply ship Arunui passing by, after its monthly stop on the island. There's no airstrip on Tahuata, so the island can only be reached by boat.
The first order of business in paradise today is to take care of green panther. The water in Hanamoinoa Bay is crystal clear, so it's time to check the hull for any unwanted growth.
What we find is pretty shocking. Long gooseneck barnacles, those are little sedentary crustaceans, are covering the entire length of the boat. These guys are a pain to remove and responsible for our slow boat speed recently.
Removing them is hard work since they are very firmly attached to the hull. We use a metal scraper while being careful not to harm the bottom paint too much.
You may wonder how gooseneck barnacles can multiply so quickly on a moving boat. Well, first of all, they are hermaphrodites, so they have both male and female reproductive organs. And second, barnacles possess the longest penis of any animal. It can reach up to 8 times their body length.
Next is our wooden dinghy, which needs some epoxy work to re-glue the rub rail.
While the epoxy dries, we hitch a ride with our neighbors to snorkel in the far end of the bay. There are a few corals, plenty of fish, some of which are rather territorial and fend off the intruding snorkelers. The sandy bottom further out in the bay is ray territory.
Next day, Little Panther is ready and we are eager to explore the land.
We make it to shore and take in the views of the bay from the stunning beach.
Right off the beach, behind the palm trees, we encounter a rather bizarre scene. A giant pig head is simmering over a fire pit in the sand, and there's not a soul around.
But we soon find Steven, a friendly local who lives here.
He explains to us that he manages the crops on this property, which belong to his family.
We also learned that they shot 2 wild pigs the night we arrived, after cutting off the pig's path from the drinking hole with a fire. That explains the huge flames we saw and the 2 gunshots.
Most of the meat was brought by boat to a nearby village and sold, but he kept some of the pieces, including the head, which apparently is a delicacy.
Next day we lift anchor and sail along the island.
Our destination is Hanatafao Bay and a village near the southern tip of Tahuata.
The bay is calm, lined with rainforest and palm trees, and there are no other boats anywhere to be seen.
We drop anchor and take Little Panther for a spin to explore the village on shore.
Landing is easy behind the shore wharf and we go for a short walk.
It's afternoon nap time in the village of Hapatoni, so there is not much going on.
And everybody's looking for a place to sleep.
Well, not everybody. The pigs are always up looking for food.
We go for a walk and stop at a local cemetery.
And Alena's worried about the coconuts, they might fall on us since it's so windy, but so far, I feel like it.
Back in the village, we follow the rhythm of a large drum to the central meeting place, where the locals work on their beautiful carvings.
We chat with a local who has half his body covered in beautiful Marcasian tattoos, and learn that this is a meeting of all the women who live here. They play bingo for money and then discuss how to spend the bingo money for the benefit of the village.
On our way back to Little Panther, we meet some local kids who offer us some palm katar, otherwise known as ugly apples, which we eat together. They introduce us to their dogs and insist on helping us lift our dinghy back into the water.
After some dinghy engine troubles, we finally reach Green Panther in the late afternoon.
We sail back to stay at Hanamoanoa Bay and drop anchor just before nightfall. Today, a relaxing time on the bay is on the program.
We start with Nutella palatschinken, the way my mom used to make them.
And then jump into the water for a snorkel.
After a while, we find what we are looking for, majestic manta rays.
Hanamoanoa Bay is rich in plankton, the favorite food of mantas. They come into the bay to feed for long periods of time and show off their graceful acrobatic skills.
Here you see one of them with its mouth wide open.
Finally, it's time to move on. We hoist the anchor and set a course to the northwest.
We are heading towards Nukuhiva, the largest of the Marquesas Islands.